Okay, this is a little off topic from most of my videos, but today we're going to try to fix the air conditioner in my car. The reason I'm making this video is because when I was trying to troubleshoot this, it was very hard for me to find videos on this exact model, which is a Mazda 5 micro van. The air conditioner just stopped blowing one day. The air was still coming in cold, but the blower was not blowing. After checking the fuses and relays and making sure that they were all properly working, next step was I thought it was going to be the blower motor. So I went and purchased a blower motor, which is around $70, and had a friend help me who's a little more savvy with cars. And we got up under the dash, and I'll show you where the blower motor is, although luckily we didn't have to take it out because it looks like it's going to be very difficult to get the blower motor out of a Mazda 5. But we were able to get to the wiring for it, and we were able to jump that wire, and it turns out that the motor that was in there worked, which was great. So now I can return that $70 part. We've determined that it most likely and hopefully is the resistor that controls the fan, or it could possibly be the computer in the dash itself, which I'm hoping it's not because I'm assuming that's going to be pretty expensive. Now, when we first discovered this, we're like, great, you know, I returned the $70 part and get a resistor. And if we do a quick search online, resistors for most air conditioner blower motors are, you know, $10 to $20. Not my car. My car has a $100 resistor, which looks completely different than all the other resistors, so it's not like I can swap it out for a different part. So I did order that. It came in the other day, and so now hopefully I'm going to replace this and I will be able to control the air conditioner in my car again. If for some reason this resistor does not work, the next step would be replacing the computer, and that's going to be expensive. I might look into replacing it with a Raspberry Pi or an Arduino, and then maybe controlling it with my cell phone. Hopefully I won't have to go that route, but it is an option where a Raspberry Pi would be, after shipping and tax and everything, around $40, $50 to $60 if you count, you know, a case and maybe a wireless adapter and a power supply, still keeping it under $100. I'm going to assume, although I do not know, that the computer in the dash of the car that controls the electronics is probably going to be more expensive than that. So hopefully I don't have to go that route, but we're going to find out today. So here we go. Mazda 5 replacing the resistor for the front blower motor. So as I said earlier, at first we thought we were going to have to take out the whole blower motor, which is actually inside the center console here. Not easy to get to. It would look like we'd have to open up both sides of this. And we did take out this glove compartment here, which usually glove compartments are usually easy to pop out. This one took a number of screws to get out and flipping little plastic tabs. It didn't just come out. Like 2 or 3 different pieces for it. Luckily, today we're just replacing the resistor here, which has a huge heat sink on the back and has a little connector with 3 pins here. I should be able to get to that right under here without having to take any of the dash apart. There is one plastic part right here that just pops out with no screws or anything like that and pops back in place. I don't think I even need to remove that, but I'm going to just make it a little bit easier. And then there's going to be 2 Phillips head screws that we're going to remove. Slide this in, and actually before I even do that, I should be able to just plug this in and test it. So I'm actually going to do that first. So just to clarify the problem, I have my power on my car, I have the AC on here, as you can see, and if we come up here, you can see that I have the fan up full blast, but you don't hear anything coming out. Now, if I have the air vents coming in instead of circulating, as I'm driving I do get cool air through there, but you can see the fans are up all the way and I'm not getting any blowing. So the problem is something to do with the fan, and as I already stated, I've tested and made sure that the fan that's in there is working. So, as I said, it's either going to be the resistor or the computer in here. So I am going to get under here now, and I'm going to push in that tab. Screwdriver might help you push in that tab and unhook it. Okay, so I've got the white tag out now, and I've got the new resistor. And before I unscrew the old one and put this in, I'm going to plug this one in because it should work just hanging here. It doesn't have to be screwed in. So I'm going to go ahead and clip this in here. And now I'm going to go start up the power on the car. So the moment of truth, if I turn this car on and we hear the fans, because it should be on full blast because I left it on full blast, we're good. And I can hear and feel them. Okay, I'm going to shut down the car and unscrew the old resistor and screw in the new one. Okay, so I was really hoping to not have to take anything other than this one piece off to get there. I can get the bottom screw, and I probably could get the top screw, but there's a piece of plastic right here that's kind of in the way, making it difficult. There is a little tab right here, and if you press that and then pull down at the same time, this just pops out with a little insulation there. And now it's completely out of my way. And then when I'm done, I just pop that back into place. It's just on a little hook here. I can actually slide it completely out and just put it aside for now. Okay, got that, two screws, old one out. So there it is. Whoops. Slide new one in and put the two screws back in. Okay, so now that we got that replaced and we tested it before we put it in, let's test it again before I put these few panels back on, even though they just snap into place. Okay, here's the test. Everything is installed. Gonna make sure it still works now that we've screwed it into the car. Blowing nice and cold. Okay, now that we've tested it and everything's working great, I'm going to snap these two panels back into place. First, the one with the insulation. It's got the clip right here that hooks on, and these two parts clip up here. Just the reverse of when you took it off. And then the second piece right here, get it in the right direction, and just pop it back into place. That one actually kind of clips into place. The other one clips, it didn't really make a noise, but it seems to be in there securely. That's it. I hope this helped you, because again, it's not that hard to do, and I've read in forums on how to do it, but it was hard for me to find videos on this exact model, which is a Mazda 5 mini or micro van. It's either a 2009 or a 2010, one of those two, somewhere around there. But finally, I've got air conditioning again in my car, and I want to thank you for watching. Again, different than most of my videos, but still might be useful, informational, and I just want to ask you to visit my website, filmsbychris.com. That's Chris with a K. There should be a link in the description, and I hope that you have a great day.